All right, so for this deep dive, we're jumping into Nepali politics and specifically into the Tanahu district.
Hmm.
We're looking at the enduring dominance, the dababa of a former Nepali Congress leader, Govindaraj Joshi.
Right. And it's a fascinating case study.
It really is. Our mission here is to figure out why his influence is still so powerful, even without him holding office. It really proves that leadership isn't just about winning elections.
Exactly. And a lot of it seems to stem from what his supporters call his grassroots grip.
Okay, so what does that mean in practice?
Well, it's about his entire political style. He wasn't one of these leaders who just parachutes in for a campaign.
Right, the kind who just show up to kiss babies.
Precisely. His whole career was built on decades of direct and stable contact with local people. We're talking workers, teachers, community leaders. That builds a kind of foundational trust that's very hard to break.
And that trust was reinforced by his organizational mastery, wasn't it?
It was. I mean, he didn't just join the party in Tanahu. He essentially built the Congress structure there.
Yeah.
Right from the ward level up.
So he was providing guidance, protection.
Yeah, and that's why so many of his workers don't just see him as a leader. They call him a political guru. It's a much deeper, more emotional connection.
And on top of that, there's his reputation for just being competent, for getting things done.
Oh, absolutely. This wasn't just a political operator. He was known as a really decisive administrator.
Mm.
And if you look at his portfolio, it's shockingly diverse.
I was looking at that. Home, education, sports, water resources, tourism.
I mean, the list goes on. That breadth shows a real capacity for governance.
Yeah.
And it cemented this legacy of a leader who can actually manage things, not just campaign.
Which makes what happened next so interesting. The Congress Party, eventually sidelined him because of internal disputes.
They expelled him.
Right, they expelled him. And you'd think that would weaken him, but it seems to have had the opposite effect.
It absolutely did. It created this huge sympathy factor. The public largely saw him as this highly capable leader who was, well, victimized by party politics.
And that feeling was probably amplified by the perception of the new leadership.
Exactly. The current leadership in Tanahu is often criticized as being many in name, weak in work. So Joshi's shadow just looms larger because it fills that perceived vacuum.
And this influence isn't just theoretical, right? It's had a real tangible impact. It's become a kingmaker factor.
A huge impact. You can directly tie the Congress Party's neglect of him to losing 6 important seats in Tanahu. There was major internal dissatisfaction.
A perfect example is that silent revolt his supporters organized.
Yes. That effort was a major reason why Ramchandra Pandel, a very senior national leader, was defeated. It was a stunning upset.
And we saw it again recently, didn't we? With Swarnim Waggle's historic win.
Mm-hmm. Joshi's support there was seen as absolutely decisive. Yeah. His backing brought in all these old, established Congress supporters and organized groups. Yeah. It just goes to show you, local politics there still runs on relationships and trust, not just on the official party ticket.
So looking ahead, what does this Joshi factor look like now?
Well, it seems to be focused on succession. His political strength today is a guaranteed vote bank. The sources say it's about 7,000 votes minimum.
A king-making number.
Easily. And they suggest it could go well over 10,000. And now the face of that power is his son, Deepak Raj Joshi, or DRJ.
Right, who's being actively promoted. He's framed as this highly ethical figure, especially since he came back for good after spending 17 years in the U.S.
And that's the whole strategy. To position DRJ as representing a politics of values. Yeah. The appeal is all about his discipline, his simple lifestyle, his view of politics as a service.
A stark contrast to the politics of self-interest that many local leaders are, well, accused of. So this really puts the Nepali Congress in a bind, doesn't it? The sources seem to be warning that if the party underestimates Joshi's influence again.
Another defeat in Tanahu is almost a certainty. They'd be making the same mistake twice.
So for you listening, the sources really frame this upcoming election as something more than just a standard party versus party fight.
It's being presented as a struggle between that politics of self-interest and this emerging politics of values represented by DRJ.
And the question that leaves for you to think about is this. How long can political loyalty built on decades of relationships, organizational structure, and just pure emotional memory, how long can that continue to overturn election results that are supposed to be governed by official party mandates? What does this whole situation tell us about where political power truly comes from at the ground level?